So this is our second video of our JavaSwing tutorial. Today we will be learning about JFrames. So what exactly is JFrame? So the JFrame class is an extended version of java.awt.frame library which supports a swing component architecture. So basically it means that JFrame is an heavyweight component which usually wraps around the lightweight components such as JButtons and JPanel. So if we will be moving into practicals, let's go into our Eclipse IDE. This is the first step project. We will be editing this class only. If you don't know how to install Eclipse IDE, please view our first video. So to implement JFrame, we have to create a JFrame object first. So let's create JFrame object. Let's name it frame. As you can see that we are facing some errors because we haven't imported the swing package in it. So we will import the swing package. And we will also import the AWT package. You will know why afterward. So let's run the code and see what happens. Select on the main. So as you can see that we don't have any window open, or we cannot see anything. It is because the frame or the JFrame which we have implemented is usually a default or has a default value of hidden, which is invisible. So we have to use the set visible method to see the window. So let's use the frame dot set visible, and we have to use true boolean value. So let's run it now and see what happens. See, we have a small window, but we don't see any height or width of it. So to see the height and width, let's just close the window. So to set its height and width, we will use the method set frame dot set size. So we have to set the size of x and y, which is the length and breadth of the window. So we have to just give the length and width. So we will give it 700 and 500, and let's run it. See, we have a new window which has a length of 700 and a width of 500. Now we can see that it is opening from the corner of the screen. So we can set its location. So let's set its location dot set location, and it also takes parameters x and y coordinates. So we will be setting off x as 100, or let's set it as 150 and 200, and let's enter it. Let's run the code. Now as we can see, from top it is shifting by 150, and from left from top it is shifting by 200, and from left it is shifting by 150. As we can see here, the problem is we have to use two methods. So what can we do? We can use one method to do these two operations, and with one method means we can use the method of set bounds to perform two operations. First of all, we will be giving the shifting parameters. Let's give it 150 and 200, and then we will set the size 700 and 500. Let's see and run it. See, the same thing. You will eventually want to do something like centering the window element. So what I did is initially setting the shifting parameters to 0, and we can use a method known as set relative to frame dot set relative, set location relative to null. This set location relative to method will eventually help us to just center the window element, window component. Let's see that it is centered the window component from here and here. Now what else can we do? So what do we want is, when we click on the cross button, when we click on this cross button, it will go away or it will close. So let's use the frame dot set default close operation. Frame dot exit on close. This function will help us to close the main window when we hit the cross button. So let's try doing it. Let's hit the cross button and it closes. You can use the frame.set resizable to false, like this. You know that we can just resize this one, the window. So let's turn it to false, sizable to false. So now we cannot resize the window. Let's see, we cannot resize the window. The stretch icon is now not visible. Now let's see the containers. So JFrame provides us with a get contain pane method, which is usually a container type. So let's use a container. Let's initialize a container. So what does a container what the container is used for? It is usually used for holding the objects in it or the components in it. We will look into some of its properties now. Let's see. So usually we are creating a container object and storing the JFrame into its reference variable. So which is frame dot get content pane. So look that there is no error shown because we have imported a package of AWT, and get content pane and get color is a part of the AWT package. So to implement the get content pane or the container object, please import the package of java.awt. Now let's change the color. C.set background Now color is also a part of the AWT package, so there will be no so color is also a part of the AWT package, as we know, so there will be no errors. Now let's set it to red. We have set it to red, so this is the background. So there are two ways of setting the title of the JFrame. One is by using the frame.set title, and we have passed a parameter of string in here, my first frame, and you can see it. Or else we can just pass our title into the JFrame object. Hello JFrame. So this is the title. Now we can see. So this is pretty much it, guys. In the next video we will be covering up topics of J scroll pane, J buttons and other things. So thank you.